My name is Karen Edwards. I live locally. I've been married for 35 years. I have twin sons. I work for Stourbridge Social Services, and I have done for almost 25 years in different roles. And currently I'm working as a social worker for the district team.
My name's Shnaz. I have 3 children and I live in Blackburn. I work as a teaching and learning assistant. Basically, children with special needs, I help them with their work and also help them in their understanding of what's going on in the classroom.
My name is Levine Bruce. I live in Dudley. I am married and we have 2 grown-up children. I work for a local community organisation delivering services to older people.
In this course resource, we look at the learning journey of 3 people who have changed their lives through learning, not only through formal education, but by a continuous process of lifelong learning.
I left school when I was 15 and I started work the day after. My qualifications basically were nil. I had no GCSEs, no A-levels. I immediately got myself a job in an office as an office assistant when I left school. £3 10 shillings a week. That was my wage then. My first job was filing clerk, and I actually realised that I didn't know my alphabet properly, so I actually found a file and I stuck it on the wall. My manager asked me what I was doing at that time, and I admitted I was getting a little bit confused, and he said, "Well, carry on, that's a good idea." Oh, I'd rather have the files in the correct order than have them wrong.
I left school at the age of 16 with 3 basic qualifications, CSE qualification as it was then known.
I was studying A-levels, which were interrupted because I got married. I was supposed to carry on with my studying, but I didn't because my mother-in-law was ill, so I ended up looking after her. And then we moved away, and we moved to America for 2 years. We lived there, so that's why I had to have a break in my studies. And in between that I had my children, and because they were so young I didn't want to leave them and go back to university. So while they were younger I used to childmind at home with them.
After working in an office and then as a home help and care assistant, Karen decided to find out whether continuing education was right for her.
I knew there was training opportunities, they were coming up then, but I honestly felt that my drawback would be my age. But I spoke to my supervisor then, and she was very interested and she was very positive. And I enrolled for the first year and I supported myself within that year because I was thoroughly enjoying the course. The realisation came when I became office-based and I was assistant care coordinator, that I needed to expand on my knowledge base.
Levine used to work for an electrical contractor.
I was made redundant in 2002. I was part of the management of a community organisation and I was asked to manage or caretake this particular project for a number of months, which meant that I had to come off the management board to do that, because conflict of interest obviously. So after a period of months the management decided that since I've been doing, they say I've been doing a good job, why not take it and run with it. So I did that for 12 months, and in that period of time, I was interfacing with social services and people from that particular discipline, and I found that there was some difficulty in terms of me understanding certain things that they talked about. And I didn't understand because I'm coming from the private sector and engineering, contracting background. So it was important for me to grasp and talk the talk, if you will, and walk the walk in terms of social work. So I made a decision to embark on a course of study.
As her children got older, Shanaz decided to consider her career and educational options.
When my daughter and son started school, I went back to do further studies. It kind of turned me around and made me realise that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to further my education in order to improve my goals in life, my prospects for getting a job.